Thanks for joining us. We're going to do a little trailer here talking about the Making of YOR. I want to share kind of the motivations that we had behind it. We wanted a game that would give you a narrative experience.
Yeah, a way for you to play through any fantasy book you've ever wanted. Yeah, you like Conan, we do that. You like Stormlight Archive, we do that.
Yeah, and so the mechanics that we build may not be a perfect analog for any idea that you have, but we want an experience that is streamlined and simple enough that you can experience those stories without getting bogged down in mechanics that are too weighty or obtuse, which happens a lot in really complex tabletop RPGs. You get rules that take hours and hours, maybe weeks to learn well enough that you could actually run a game.
Yeah, it's designed to be as simple to run and play as possible while still maintaining the feel of epic fantasy.
Yeah, exactly. The one-page RPGs, they just don't cut it. They don't give you enough to tell like real epic stories. They're fun for a night, but that's about it. And when you get into something like D&D, which honestly motivated a lot of our reason to create this, you have rules that work, in our opinion, for a little while, and they fall apart, especially later you get into the game, and they limit your ability to tell novels, right? Like really storybook experiences.
One of the things we also went into this with was the idea that it should be as fun to play a max level character as it is for a first level character, and it should be as easy or at least as simple to play a max level character.
Yeah, we want you to feel cool without also making it to where the GM
can't challenge you.
He doesn't know how to tell a story anymore because you're a world destroyer.
Yeah, it's I am a god stuffed into the body of a man. You cannot hurt me. There are no stakes.
Yeah. We want the rules of the game to feel somewhat consistent across all levels, which is something that, some of the bigger TTRPGs fail to do, is keep that feeling. And we also, one of the other motivations for making the game was we were making content for D&D, as a matter of fact. And most people who are on the nerdy side of this are aware of the intellectual conflicts that occurred with D&D.
The OGL debacle.
Yeah. And while that has probably been sorted out, it left a bad taste in our mouth.
We did not feel comfortable making D&D content anymore, and we didn't want to make content for a game we didn't play, so we decided to do it ourselves.
We didn't really know what we were doing at first. I mean, to be honest, we hit some stuff on the nail on the head, but we still don't know what we're doing. But it's fun, and we decided if we are going to make a game and we are going to try and put that game out there for people to play, we should probably work on popularizing it. So we started recording a podcast, but we did that 9 months into development.
So it may feel as if in our first episode that we've dropped you into the deep end, which we have done.
Yes, you're going to start out very confused. Don't worry, we were too. And much of what you will hear in probably the first who knows how many episodes are mechanics that either are heavily altered later in our progression of development or scrapped altogether, because this is a process. And that's what the point of this podcast is to hear a creative process.
Yeah, to give you guys an example of how at least this example of a TTRPG gets developed. So if you want to do this, you have some manner of framework.
Yeah, we thought it would be... it's the content we could make.
Yep, we thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know. Hopefully you will too. Enjoy.